Here's our automatic pepper and salt shaker. We picked this up from Amazon and they work great. Here's the way they work. You pick them up and you just kind of hold it. You can see the peppercorns are right there in the actual thing, and the grinder's on the bottom. You can change the coarseness of the grind. And the way this works is they have a battery at the top, so they are battery powered. It's a rechargeable battery. You don't have to replace the batteries. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull this over and I'm just gonna press the button and you'll watch what happens. And there we go. I have a pretty fine pepper right now. And we're done. And it's grinding it right from that actual pepper grinder. Now, I don't know if you can see it here as well. Yes, you can. There's a little light as well. So when we're actually cooking and we don't have the overhead light on, something that's kind of hard to see what's going on, the little light automatically works, and that'll actually show what you're eating with your food. It works really, really well. So by default, this sits on this little base, but this little base is more just a little plastic tray. It's actually got a little charging port, and it comes with a little charging cord. It's USB, just plug into any kind of USB outlet, and this is USB-C that plugs right into the back here. But what happens is when it's plugged in, it will charge both of the shakers or grinders right here with these little charging ports. Doesn't matter which one you do, just put it down. If this is plugged in, they'll start charging and the little light will show that it'll start blinking. Little light will show that it's actually charging. Because these things last so long, we've actually had these before and they lasted probably about 4 months, 5 months of use without needing to charge. I don't even bother using the base most of the time. I just kind of have them sitting around in my kitchen, and then when they start to get low, I pull the base out, plug it in, charge them up for a couple hours, and we're good to go for another 3 or 4 months. To go ahead and refill them, you just put them on their side, and there's a little window here. You just kind of turn it, and you open it up, and then you go ahead and you fill it, and it holds a fair bit. You can actually see in here. I like the fact that you have a little window so you can see what kind of peppercorns you have in there, or what kind of salt. In our case, we actually have pink Himalayan salt, but you can see it right in the window. You just unlock it, open it up, pour more in there, and then close it up. So these things are actually really nice and convenient. You don't have to worry about putting salt into a shaker and then having that shaker not fit out of the holes. You can go ahead and set the grind or the coarseness or the fineness of the actual thing you're grinding. So for the salt, we keep it a little more coarse. For the pepper, we keep it a little more fine, just how we like it. The other thing about this is you don't have to just use salt and pepper. You can buy a couple of these and then you go ahead and put different spices in them. The nice part is because you have the window there, you don't have to worry about the S and the P. You can put whatever you want in there and just look at the window and say, oh yeah, this is cinnamon, or this is whatever, or nutmeg, whatever you want to put in here. If you use a lot of these things, they're just little simple grinders. But again, they're rechargeable, they work forever, there's no replaceable battery. You just kind of sit and run. They work really, really, really well. And we have 4 of them right now, 2 of these, and we have 2 other ones at the kitchen table that our kids use it too. Nice and easy. You just hold it up, and because you have that light, you can see exactly what you're doing. There we go. And you can see it's a little more fine than I think it should be, but you get the idea. You can, again, adjust everything. These are really, really helpful. They're really, really nice. I highly recommend them.